Yeah. If you are angry because you wanted to be deputy governor and you lost the election in Edo State, is that the reason you be so paranoid that every opportunity you want to abuse me? You want to abuse me, don't have under the TV, we meet on the street and we fight it out.
My people, Senator representing Edo North, Ifeanyi Okowa, already go bossy ring with Arise TV presenter, Dr. Reuben Abati, just like Speedality and Portable. Who you feel say will win this combat? I beg, watch and comment. Thank you.
And one of the reasons I like to talk to you, sir, is the fact that you have what I consider a panoramic view of state affairs. You've been a governor. That puts you in the executive position, and now you're a senator. So you oversight them. And then you were a labor leader. You were literally in the trenches in that sense. So you have the views as much as possible. But I watched you the other day when those PDP senators are defected to, I think, led by the Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly. And apparently, I don't think you were happy when you hear people say, it was Oshiomhole that said, as soon as you join the APC, your sins are forgiven. And I listened to what you said and the remarks you made in reference to the context where you said what you said then. So let's give total closure to Nigerians who may not have heard exactly the context of what you said, so that perhaps people that are referencing it, not knowing the context, will be able to understand why you said what you said, sir.
Geoffrey, God bless you so much. You know, in anything I do, I take it seriously, but sometimes I realize that you have to have some humor, you know, to warm up an environment. I was national chairman, and President Buhari came to Benin to flag off presidential campaign. And as usual, several PDP stalwarts came to join the APC. And one of them is called Ilwobe. I come from Edo State, I come from Edo North. The language of Edo Central and Edo North is more or less the same, even in Edo South. Ilwobe means I don't do bad. And I just jokingly said to the young boys, okay, now you have been in a party of bad people, people deceiving people. Now I'm happy now that you have left them to come and join APC. Then you will live up to your father's name, which is Ilwobe. You will no longer do bad. Because obey means evil in our language. I will not do it means I will not do evil. So now you will live as a progressive. This has nothing to do whatsoever with corruption. This guy was not even holding, he was not a public officer, whether at the state level or federal level. He wasn't known to me even as a contractor. So how people could whip this, and why it hurt me, I had to speak about it that day, is that those journalists who paraded, they know better. Because I challenged them to play that tape. They have the tape. Because this was an event covered live. For not a secret outing. So let them play it back and say, fact check. This is what Oshiomhole said. But they just choose to continue to use it. I was particularly shocked that otherwise a very senior editor who asked someone like the immediate past governor of Delta State, Okowa, did you, in a very mischievous manner, with due respect to him, somebody said I should ask you, did you get permission from Oshiomhole that your sin will now be forgiven before you now decide to decamp to APC? And I think the guy didn't quite understand that the question was informed by just mischief. And the man tried to answer. I said, no, he has not met me for a long time, which is true. And he worked with Obaseki against me, which is also true. But when we met on stage that day, I said, my brother, having been a governor and I was a governor, we are friends. So, but we'll be put aside by different party divides. So now we are back together, hopefully for never to part no more. So how can anybody do that? And I believe that this is just the art of mischief makers. They prefer to take the negative side. Now, how can you ask, what is my status? Like you rightly said, I am now in the legislature. Is the legislature responsible for prosecution of anybody involved in the wrongdoing? And what would be the wrongdoing? And so it was just mischief. So I have to remind those people that one of them, who's the man who made that statement, he himself was invited by EFCC after he had abused Jonathan as much as he could. Jonathan brought him on board to become his spokesman, and he became his spokesman, in my view, shamelessly. You don't condemn Padediam, I end up consuming it all over. And thereafter, EFCC arrested him too. And I said, was I the one who granted him bail? to leave PDP now to become where he is. Because I noticed that consistently, even on Labor Day, he was saying, some Labor leaders who have been involved in picketing, they fought for workers. He couldn't even credit me with that fact that I led protest. This is the guy who wrote Oshiomhole, the people's president, when I was president of the NSC. Right. Rather than credit me with that, they say, when they leave NSC, they now go and become governors, then they become senators. I say, if you are angry because you wanted to be deputy governor and you lost the election in Edo State, is that the reason you be so paranoid that every opportunity you want to abuse me? You want to abuse me, don't hide under the TV, we meet on the street, and we fight it out.
The thing is, I know that you take...
So, Dr. Reuben Abati, show your street credibility. Oshiomhole has just thrown the challenge. We want to see a kind of portable unspedality. Okay, that is just a joke. The truth be told, sometimes watching Reuben Abati is one person I have a lot of respect for, about his knowledge, about the rule of law and quoting laws. I love it so much, but at some point, he missed it. More especially when he had an issue also with Very Dark Man due to the comment that he made and all, and also one issue also concerning the Igbos and all from his comment on the issue. So it's one person also that I don't agree with sometimes, not all the time, sometimes. And Adam Sali Oshiomhole is also one person that before I have a lot of respect for as a politician, and more especially his ability to be very vocal. So now his kind of politics is something I dislike, but his ability to be vocal is what I don't think I can dislike about him. But the truth be told, Okowa in person that we are talking about now is somebody that is being probed by the EFCC for alleged financial infraction or fraud or so. I don't really know. It's one person like that, but this is the kind of motion that the APC administration is trying to let Nigeria know that anybody who cross from one party to their party, who have one case or the other, they are forgiven because it's as if now that APC now rule everything. APC have EFCC in their pocket, APC have the judiciary in their pocket, APC have the INEC in their pocket. That is what you guys, the kind of politics you play, the kind of how you carry out your administrative functions. That is what you guys have made Nigerians to believe. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. Because Nigerians now go around Nigeria, they'll tell you, hey, we don't believe that any functions of government is controlled by APC. Just go around, just check. The judiciary is in your pocket. The police, they're in your pocket. Security agent, they're in your pocket. EFCC are in your pocket. Everybody, INEC, Baba, in your pocket. So what do you expect? What do you expect? So thanks. So what do you expect? So you guys, you can drop your comments if Reuben Abati should accept this this challenge. It's a street credibility combat challenge. So you guys drop your comments there. Thank you very much for watching.